Hello and welcome to this introduction video about our new export and import APIs in Qlik Talend Cloud pipelines. These APIs offer a programmatic way to export and import projects across tenants and spaces for deployment purposes. Let's see that in action. In this video, I will deploy my Customer 360 project from my dev space to my prod space. To do so, I will use 5 API endpoints. I previously configured my environment variables, and I'm going to use these as part of my API calls. First, I'm going to use my tenant URL and my project ID as variables as part of this call to export my project as a zip file. I get a 200 OK status, and I'm able to save the zip file on my computer. Let's now have a look at the export project variables API endpoint. This endpoint allows you to export project variables as a JSON file. I get a 200 OK response and see all of my project variables. I will reuse them later on in this video. Now, I want to create a project before I can import the project contents in my production space. To create a project, I enter the name and the type, as well as my platform connection ID, which I set up previously in my environment. I'm going to hit send, and I get the new project ID that's just been created and the 201 created status. I can go and check on my tenant if my project has indeed been created. There it is. And as you can see, for now, it's totally empty. So the next step now is going to import the project contents. I could be using here this put endpoint. I'm first going to copy and paste, and I'm going to customize them to change them to prod. I'm going to change the source, the target, and the database connections. All good. I can now click send to make sure that these values are going to be taken into account during the import. So let's go ahead and start with the import. In this API call, all I need is to select the previously saved zip file and hit send. I get a 200 OK status, and I can right away check that my project contents have been imported within my project. I can see my connection details and see that I'm indeed in the prod space. Here in my project settings, I can check that my target platform is it also in my productions connection. And within my task settings, I can also make sure that my databases are set to my prod databases. I'm all good with deploying my project from dev to prod. Thank you for watching.